speeds and feeds. That's going to be my obsession. What I'm angry about. No, I don't know if
Speeds and fees.
speeds and feeds. It's like this. I think it's what I am. I'm a human of the internet. I was born of the internet. And so if I'm not connected to like a social media feed, back when I was a kid, it was like forums and MySpace. Now it's Twitter and TikTok and all these other things. But like, I need these feeds to understand like how humanity is going. Like, I need a vibe check because like regular, like going out and talking to people doesn't work in the United States. You'll
No.
just get killed. So like, no, believe me, like I've talked with other people about this. Do all of your feeds just feel worse? Like they're serving you older content that you've seen already, that you're not interested in, that you don't like. A lot of it's like really lazy, sort of like in your face or overly sexualized stuff. It feels like we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, and it's not just TikTok or Twitter or Reddit. It's like Instagram. It's all of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm alone, but every time I post about this, people are like, oh no, I feel it too. So
Yeah.
that's my main thing I'm bitching about, is that our feeds on the internet are all getting worse. And as a content creator, I don't like that.
No, well, Twitter fucking sucks right now. And like, I know that because my husband, which I have to say like in a Melania voice, he loves Twitter and he's like, oh yeah, Twitter fucking sucks now. And I was like, I've always thought I always have sort of disdain and difficulty with Twitter, but like it's so much worse with Elon. And now you've got the For You and people you follow, which is honestly often the same shit. And then you're like, I don't know how to get rid of the setting so it just shows me who I'm following and not what's for me. It's just awful. And then I don't know. It's so broken. I agree with you about Instagram. At least Instagram, now that I've had a kid, it's like endless baby stuff, which I am a little bit okay. Yeah, I'm pretty vulnerable and susceptible to, and I think some of it's funny and some of it's good, and others of it are like what you're doing wrong. Like TikTok, parenting TikTok apparently is like the whole thing is like you're depriving your child unless you sleep with them every single night in the same bed, and you have to like, cuddle them, let them know you're right there. Otherwise, you're evil. Oh, you're going to let them cry for a minute straight? Evil. Like they're so radicalized when it comes to parenting. It's very funny. Anyway, I feel you. And break up big tech. And I say that, in a non Jim Jordan way.
On their platforms.
Yeah, exactly. Anywho, good thing to bitch about. We need better platforms. We need social media. We had Paris Marks on a couple weeks ago. That was such a good interview and just like made me like pine for something that even a good solid blog. Just like give me a GeoCities website that's just like, give me Tumblr back. Let's do fucking Tumblr.
Mastodon's just too boring. Like, I don't want to go to the Hall Monitor social media app. Like, I love folks. I love folks are there, but you have to understand. Twitter was great because I could, at the same feed, get like really good like breaking news from journalists like Paris Marks or like folks that like really enhance my leftist perspective. And then I would get like the dumbest shit from Black Twitter, like, "Hey, on December 21st, we're all gonna get superpowers," and like I'm never gonna get that from Mastodon, at least in this time period.
Yes.
So like I want my good feeds back. I need them.
There you go. All right. And Len, let's bring in my next guest, co-host of Citations Needed, a podcast about media, power, PR, and the history of bullshit, who runs the media criticism and political analysis Substack, The Column, which is excellent. Everyone needs to read it. Adam Johnson.
Hi.
Hi.
I got a glow going here. Hold on.
You're
I don't know what happened.
You're so touched.
That was not deliberate. I wasn't trying to get the Barbara Walters Vaseline lens.
You really are touched by an angel right now. This is like a lifetime special.
That'll go away in about 5 minutes, I think. How do I sound? Do I sound okay?
You sound all right.
Okay, because I was worried about I didn't use my proper podcast mic because there's issues with the headphones. I hope that's okay.
Oh, no worries about that, Adam. I mean, we can bitch about podcast headphones, but also what else are you bitching about today?
Oh God, well, I bitch about 1,000 things a day. I mean, that's
that's a job.
It's not an act. It's how I am. I usually yell at the wall. What am I bitching about today? Well, let's see here. To your point about social media feeds, I think I have a theory about why. So I actually think YouTube is like pretty good. And the word I understand, as far as I understand it, YouTube pays a lot more than everyone else, like to the 5 or 10 times more. And I think one of the reasons why things like TikTok suck so bad is they're getting a ton of derivative content because creators don't want to make like 10 cents a video.
Yes.
So I suspect that the reason why a lot of things like TikTok and Instagram are just basically derivations of things off YouTube is because it's basically people just compositing Reddit lists they stole. And it's all kind of like low effort. Whereas like if you really want to have budgets and like research and I'm not like praising YouTube. I know there's problems with it, but I suspect that the lack of paying creators and the reliance on what I assume now is a lot of AI stuff, like derivative, like plagiarism. Yes. I think is just rampant on TikTok. And so I think it's kind of a race to the bottom. I think they're kind of early enough as a company where I think they probably juke and cheat a lot of their metrics and have a lot of like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of dog shit on that app, like versus, which I think was more what YouTube was like 5 years ago. But I don't want to sound like I'm praising YouTube, but I suspect it's one reason why it looks like it's gotten so shitty. But
right. Well, YouTube's also, first of all, I will just say you don't make a lot of money on YouTube compared to something like Twitch. And while I hate fucking
Stephen Crowder would like a word with you.
Yeah, right.
Well, didn't Twitch just recently change their economics, didn't they? Actually, I don't use Twitch, but
I believe so, but it only affects people who are like massive, I think.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's the lift on Twitch is a lot lower than the lift on YouTube, which is it's basically the same money. And like I make peanuts. That being said, hey, super chat, guys, super stickers, do the whole thing, subscribe on Twitch, what up? But yeah, no, it is a slog. And no, it's on TikTok, it's like, oh, if you reach 1 million followers, like, so I know a lot of comics, right? And a lot of comics who blew up specifically in the pandemic. And I ask them, I'll be like, wow, like how much are you making off of your TikTok now that you have 700,000 followers, maybe 1 million followers? Nothing.
Yeah, no, they're pretty myopic. I think they're about trying to get the cheapest possible content.
Yo, I'm like, you put on 3 different wigs for that 2-minute video. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You took just like the amount of time you took, and it's like nothing. I think if you reach 1 million, you start getting up there, then like Little Caesars comes around. They're like, hey, do you want to you want $10,000 for, a 30-second video? And it's like, yes, but that's so few people. Anywho, shall we, anything else or shall we move on, Dan?
The only thing I want to say is for further reading, people should check out Cory Doctorow's the in-shitification of TikTok, which is I believe a term he coined. But it's a lot of like what you're saying, Adam. But I think it's like the platforms and the advertisers want easy, snackable content that can't possibly be controversial, that just makes people happy and give people like the oogie boogies. But it's get money from Pepsi first, pay content creators like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, like 25th. So we're definitely feeling those results.
Yeah, because I don't watch TV anymore. There's basically like 5 or 6 YouTube channels I watch, and the ones I watch are like long form, thoughtful, and you're engaged for 20, 30 minutes. And I pay for YouTube Premium to do it, which is the only thing extra sort of thing I usually pay for. Whereas like, yeah, a lot of the other social medias definitely feel like you're reading through the yellow pages and then maybe you'll catch some snippet of an original or insightful, non-cheesy derivative, again, plagiarized from Reddit idea. And I got to think that there's a lot of snake oil in that business model.
Oh yeah.
The engagement, I think, is incredibly superficial. And like, I don't know. I mean, I just know that a lot of creators just don't even mess with it anymore because of that. But I maybe that'll change.
A lot of inside baseball here. I could go on because I worked at AJ Plus and we were around when Facebook rolled out its video. And let me just say, those numbers are not real. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/bitchuation room. Do